Arty friends, Connie here from Blissfully Creative. Yes, I'm back again. This is 2 process videos in a weekend, which is pretty unusual for me. So anyway, I'm here today with the Kitaholics kits, the September kit. And so this layout I decided, because I got the main kit and the mixed media kit, and I wanted to use that Delusions paint that we got in the mixed media kit and that stencil that also came in the kit. So I haven't used my jelly plate for a while now, a couple of months. So I decided to pull that out and give this a try. So you'll notice this first one, that looked really cool. I was really happy with all that little bubbly effect, but it was just too wide, I found, and I didn't like it at the end. So I'm just putting down a white now and using that stencil, and then putting the scrapbooking paper over the top. That's just plain everyday cardstock. I think that's Kaiser Craft probably. That's one that I pretty much buy, and just printed that over the top. And I'm just using up that deli paper just to clean up my, just using the deli paper, not using it up, to clean up my mat. And as you can see, I wasn't too happy with the way that worked out. So I stopped recording, cleaned up my jelly plate, and came back. So I decided that I just needed the paint to be in the center of the jelly plate, because I didn't really want that hard edge around. Oops, there's my head. Sorry about that. Too many greys hair. I need to go to the hairdressers. And I didn't, so I just wanted it in the center. And as you could see quickly, it was much better. So I'm just going through that same process again, just cleaning up my jelly plate with some papers and the deli paper. And that's just some basic Liquitex white paint, nothing special about that. And just doing the same thing again, keeping the paint in the center of the jelly plate, placing my stencil down and rubbing it. You have to sort of rub really, really firmly to get that print to come through the stencil. So that is much better. I'm really loving this one now, and just cleaning up now, and I will stop recording and tidy up my desk and come back. Now that is 100% better. I'm so much more happy with that. So this is a photo of my son and my dog Blossom, my pug, who I love so much. And it's very rare that she will go anywhere near him. So it was good to snap this photo. That little squiggly border thing and the title piece that I'm going to use, which reads "Love My Dog," I got from Ashley Horton, the cut shop I think it's called, on Etsy, and I just downloaded them. There was just a couple of dollars and cut them out on my silhouette. So here I've just pulled out some cheapy watercolors, and I wanted to sort of get that bluey grey. So I'm mixing one of the blues, and I'm going to sort of mix it with some grey just to get that darker grey, because the papers weren't really that bright, because it was like the manly blues and greys, and which I love. So I just wanted that deeper blue grey colour. So I'm just mixing it there, and I'm actually really happy with the way the colour turned out. So I was just winging it at this stage. So because sometimes those cheapy paints can sort of go either way, but I love them anyway. So now just going to do some splatters, because the background just needs something else. And so just doing the splatters there, and some drips and drops, and yeah, just having fun making a huge mess, which is what I love to do. That's when I really enjoy scrapbooking, is making a mess. So now we're going to go, I love this part so much. I'm really, really enjoying doing my layering behind the photos. I love it. It keeps me relaxed, and I don't know, I just enjoy. What kind of English is that, Connie? Jesus, I can't speak any English today. Enjoy doing it. So as you can see, I've just cut a bit of that paper that came in the kit, and I'm using that piece of 12 by 12 cardstock that I didn't use, that I originally printed with the jelly plate, And I'm going to cut that up and use that as part of the layering pieces. You know, can't let things go to waste. So I've just used my little notch thingy-majig. I don't even know what you call that one. My punch one. It's from Stampin' Up. And just done some notches in that paper. And just layering up some of that blue that came in the kit, and also that strip of the silver polka dots, which I love, and I'm kind of sort of hoarding that a bit. I will have a layout, sorry. I'm trying to rush because the kids are all outside and I have 10 minutes of peace, so I'm trying to rush through this. What was I saying? That polka dot paper there, I'm hoarding that because I have a layout in mind that I want to use for that, and that should be coming up next week. So this is some of the embellishments that came in the kit. I had already previously picked some out and put them in that little bowl so I could sort of play around with those. And this is the deli paper that I used to clean off my brayer and my jelly plate. And I thought, instead of using tissue paper, why don't I just rip that up and use that, because it's got the same colouring in it with the paint and that. And I thought it was an awesome idea, and I'll be doing that again in the future, I can promise you that. I'm really loving that idea. So here I'm just using my mini stapler to staple all my bits together. I have been finding that it is so much easier just to do it like that than trying to use double-sided tape or glue and just stapling it. And yeah, it's just easier. Now that book there, I went shopping. I took the kids shopping because it's holidays here, school holidays here in Melbourne at the moment. We went shopping last week, and I was in Typo, and they had that book on the clearance rack. It's just like a journal book, and I flicked through it, and it had all these amazing, like, vintage type looking papers in it, and it was on sale for $5. So I thought, I'm going to grab that, and I'm just going to rip it apart and use it for my scrapbooking. So that's what that is, and that's what those little bits of paper are, and I'm really, really loving this book. So that's what that is. So head to your local Typo if you really like all that vintage stuff. For $5, look, I got that whole book of papers. I'm assuming that they're not acid free, but it's down under, not anywhere near my photo, so that doesn't really matter. So I think I'm pretty much happy with that now. And my splatters hadn't quite dried, so I had to come back after I'd finished drying them, and this is where I will piece together my layout. What I had in mind, I actually drew a sketch of this layout last night because it came to me and I really wanted to do it, but it was probably about 10:30 last night and I couldn't be bothered. So I'd done a quick little sketch and left it on my desk, and it turned out nothing like my sketch. It's funny, isn't it? I should have shown this sketch on the in the video, but oh well, doesn't matter. So I'm just popping that down. I'm popping down that little together. That came with the cut apart. That came in this month's kit. So I've just cut that out, and that little circle thing, I think I play around with that a little bit. And I felt I needed something in that bottom, what am I, left-hand corner? Is that what? Yeah, left-hand corner, just to balance that out because of the My Dog title there, Love My Dog. And so I decided to put that unique and that flare button. So I also needed to tie in more of that deli paper that I use, because I felt like it just needed to be put somewhere else as well, just so it brings it all in together, like in a grouping. I really don't know what I'm talking about, do I? Sorry. Sorry, I know I just jabber on and you probably turn down the volume when you listen, but, you know, I'm sorry. But, sorry. I'm just so trying to get this done quickly before people start coming in the house and running around and going crazy, crazy nuts, because it's really quiet at the moment. So I just used a bit of that twine to go under the flare. So what I've done is I have come back and I have stopped recording, come back, because I glued everything off camera, because I'm finding that watching me glue is just not fun. And I find that it gives me more of an option to dribble about nothing and talk about nothing, and which you guys don't really need to hear. So with that, those cutter parts, the swirlies and the Love My Dog, I went around the edge in my grey lead just to sort of give it that little bit more of a sketchy look and a little bit more definition. So I done that all off camera. So here I'm just going to use that twine that came with the kit, and I've put it up in the top there of the tag that is sitting under the photo, and it's also under the flare button. And so this will be my third place adding it. And so I'm just doing swirls over the top of the swirls. So I had some fun trying to stick all that down, and excuse my horrible head there. And so I'm just sticking them down with that glue, the tacky glue there, and just stapling the ends with my mini stapler there, just to hold it all in place. So I think that's pretty much it. Now I think I just come in with my grey lead, which is my new favourite technique that I'm just can't stop doing, and just doing all squiggly lines and sketchy stuff and all these little squiggly circles and yeah, messy stuff. And I'm so loving it. I'm finding that I'm needing to do it on everything I'm making at the moment, like even if it's in my art journal or something. But it's just, I don't know, it's my new thing, my new favorite thing. So I'm just doing the same around the edge with the grey lead. It's just a standard mechanical pencil. So that's pretty much it for me today. So I thank you all guys for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this, and a thumbs down if you didn't. I don't mind. But yeah, that's it from me. So Magical Fingers will be coming up, and that's it. So I will see you next time. Bye.